Treasure, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're gonna do something different because in today's video, we're gonna talk about a company which I just used for the first time today because I just, needed to get some items and Amazon Japan was not willing to send them to me. Or actually, let's be correct, DHL was not willing to send it because Amazon Japan only uses a DHL. And also the other two stores that I use do not have these types of items in their inventory, which are of course Mega Japan and Japan You Want. And yeah, I had to find an alternative to get these items because a lot of these items I sometimes can buy at anime conventions, but then it's just so expensive that I really do break the bank when I buy them at conventions. And most of the times, actually, the conventions don't carry these because if it's not from a really popular series here in the West, they will not carry it. So, for example, I love Blue Lock. Blue Lock isn't that big here, even though it's very big in Japan. So yeah, getting Blue Lock items here, and especially items which, Amazon Japan doesn't want to, send over here. Again, DHL doesn't want to send over here. Yeah, I needed to find an alternative. So I was looking around everywhere because I live in Europe and we have this thing called taxes, which I guess every country has. However, here, paying, like your taxes up front and everything, yeah, especially when it comes to items being shipped where the taxes have not yet been prepaid, of course, the shipping company charges you an additional fee, and these fees can go up very high. So yeah, then you end up paying sometimes double shipping costs just because you have to pay the fee to pay import taxes. Most of the times also the fee that I pay the shipping company is higher than my import taxes. So I'm like, how much interest do you put on it? It feels like a loan shark company sometimes, especially you, DHL. I'm keeping my eye on you. You have loan shark type of, pricing for paying my taxes up front, even though, I pay you within, like 1 second after you have paid my government. Anyway, so I needed to find another company which has the same as Amazon Japan or as AliExpress, that you can prepay your taxes. Also, the good thing about prepaying your taxes is it doesn't get stuck at customs. So yeah, I wanted to find a company where I could also prepay, of course, my taxes. I cannot prepay them on Japan You Want. I cannot prepay them on Mega Japan. So for those items, I just pay so much more than, and it makes me very sad, right? Because I don't like wasting money. So I thought, you know what, let's try out this company Zenmarket because they actually have the option that you can prepay your taxes because they are a registered company at the European Trading Office. And therefore they pay the taxes on your behalf, which of course saves me a lot of hassle, right? And also one of the things that I saw is that they have different types of shipping options. I will get to that later, why, I like it, but I don't like it. So yeah, I thought, you know what, let's place an order of items which I cannot buy on Amazon Japan, but I can buy through them. So here we have the package. So I did already remove, of course, the label, and as I'm talking now, you're gonna see me opening the box, and this is how, I didn't touch anything, right? So, and it's sticky everywhere. So this is how they shipped it to me. Actually, I ordered these things from different companies. So these two things came, one came from Amazon Japan, the other one came from another company, and we can see it here. What is in here, that came from the Zenmarket Plus, from a seller called Toy Santa, which sells capsule toys. And I thought, you know what? These capsule toys, Amazon Japan never sells them. So yeah, let's try that out, right? So one of the things I really saw is that they really packaged it very tightly. So I don't know if it came like this to their warehouse. or if they did the extra padding or everything. But I like this type of packaging. It came very secure. Also, the box, even though it might look a bit dented, it's not that dented, right? It's dented because I was not very careful with it. So actually, the box also came very nicely delivered to my door. And yeah, so like I said, I ordered 2 food items and the capsule toys. And I wanted to unbox this together with you, give you my experience, because I do know they do a lot of sponsorships with social media people. And that's when I always think, like, oh, it's scammy, right? So I'm not going to use it because I don't know. I don't trust anything promoted. I'm sorry, social media people. I'm so sorry. I just don't trust anything that is being promoted by any social media. It doesn't matter if I like your content, right? All your sponsorships, I know you need to make a living, right? For me, this is a hobby. For you, it's a job, but I don't trust it, okay? I just don't trust sponsorships. I'm sorry. You know what? I even, like things which I actually used in the past, and suddenly it was getting sponsored. I was getting iffy. I was like,
oh my god, are you turning into a scammy company?
I tend to stay away from companies which are heavily promoted on social media because, 9 out of 10 times, they're a scam. So I thought, actually, like I said, the same thing with Zenmarket, that they were a scam. But like I said, they were registered at the European trading offices for paying upfront your taxes. So I thought, that's less of a scam. So yeah, you know what? Let's try it. If, like with a small order, if I waste my money, then, it was a good learning experience that my, like my gut feeling, like everything promoted on social media is a scam. Is true. Or that it isn't true. So yeah, let's get into unboxing. So the first thing, which okay, you know what? Both of them I'm very excited about. So this is you can already see it, right? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see, like the red flags here? Oh my gosh. Okay, wow, this is really, really well packaged. I have absolutely no clue how I'm gonna open this. Wow, this is heavily protected. So this is a food item. So this is the, well, now I guess it's not anymore the latest by the time that you're seeing this. Maybe it is. But this is the waiver sticker box from Jujutsu Kaisen. This was actually one where I ordered 2 boxes from on Amazon Japan, but they were shipped back. So I was like crying my eyes out. And oh my god, look at it. Oh, and even I guess that packaging was the Zenmarket packaging, because here it's also packaged again. And I guess this is by the seller that sells it on Amazon Japan, because I bought this on Amazon Japan. And I paid. I think I have it. So I paid 20. I paid 29.80 for this one, and then 300 yen Zenmarket fee. And there were no local shipping costs, because apparently for the Amazon items you don't have to pay internal shipping costs. So that was nice. I mean. Therefore, I didn't mind paying the 300 yen proxy service cost, because it is a big box. It comes with 20 waivers, and look, here are my red flags. Yes, they are all red flags, okay? They're all hot, but they're all red flags. Just so you know. They're all dead. So let me open it, because you know what? Next to, of course, showing my experience. Oh my god. Look at them. Are they? Oh my gosh. Okay, there are 2 designs, right? So there's this design, which I'm gonna cry. And there's, oh my good lord, there's this design. Oh, I'm so happy that I have them. I think there are 28 to collect. That's why I actually ordered 2 boxes. Look, this is the expiry date, so it's gonna take a while. So I have some time. Oh, sorry. There are 27 to collect. I thought 28. There are 27 to collect. Oh, no. Wait. 28. Yeah. They're 27, you know, and then one mega ultra rare to collect. And that's why I wanted to have 2 boxes, right? Because I want to try for the full set. But yeah, that's not gonna work if I only buy 20. So yeah, this is the first JJK item. And as far as I can see, everything is perfectly well. And there are no, nothing is open. So you saw it was completely sealed. Then I have here another one, which did not come from Amazon Japan, but from another seller. And that had to do with this was very hard to get. So these are the Blue Lock waiver sticker cards. I paid for this one 36. I'm looking here on the side, right? 36.40 yen. And I had to pay 1,200 local shipping cost for it. So boo-hoo for me. So this one was expensive. But look, oh my gosh, it's the, okay, so this one is less well packaged by the seller, but it does still feel that this box is sealed. This is the expiry date, so it still has a, so these are actually pretty new. These are, I think these are the, is this the Bandai line? I don't know. Yeah, this is the Bandai waiver cards. These are not stickers, these are cards. And then, let me get everything out. And I really wanted to get this set. I love Blue Lock, and I really wanted to get a Blue Lock waiver card set. And there we go. So this is what the package looks like. Ooh, and then let's grab the other one. Ah! Yeah. I don't know. Is Rin that popular? I really don't know, right? There is so much merch from Rin, even though I feel that Rin, he's not that popular. But there is still a lot of merch from him. I don't know. I don't like Rin. Okay, Rin is not my character. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm a Bashira, Chigiri, Nagi, Ryo, Kunigami kind of. You know, I'm sorry, Isagi. Okay, I'm sorry. You're also not in my top list. So I'm more the other ones, right? And Shido, of course, my psychopath. So yeah, that's the Blue Lock one. And then I bought from Zenmarket Plus, which is if you buy through there, then you don't have to pay the 300 yen fee per item. I bought through a seller which is called Toy Santa. I bought some Pokemon Will You Marry Me rings. Which capsule toy rings. And what were these? These were 1,750 yen. They come in a pack of 4. And I had to pay, but that also includes the other items that I bought from that seller. I had to pay 680 internal shipping yen for it. So yeah, the capsule toys, and then I think this is the last one, right? Yeah, my box. So look, even like the underneath, they did lots of padding. So padding is okay. So then let me go. Here we go, and then so oh yeah, everything's in there. I was scared because I ordered a full set from something, and I ordered also one separate item because it was only 99 yen, right? So I also bought a full set, which was 1760 of the capsule toys from Hiragari Sky, the figures. I'm not going to show them in detail because I'll do that in a different video. And I also bought separately because this one came in the previous one and she was not in this set. The L-chan baby, so I'll show it a bit. Capsule toy, which, oh my god, it's so cute. So yeah, now you've seen everything that I bought. So this was not a big order, but for me this was the right type of order. The things that I buy actually come towards me in a decent manner, and if I have any problems during ordering them. So during talking, of course, I have told you some of the prices, so I'll list the prices here now of everything that I paid for it, and then the grand total for all the items was a bit more than 10,000 yen, which when they charged my credit card, it was 85 euros and 42 cents. Then I ordered everything on the 16th of September. And then, of course, once I ordered and paid for it, it took until the 22nd of September until all the items were in the warehouse. Actually, they came in, they trickled in, right? So once everything was there on the 22nd, I immediately started, put all these in a box and send them to me. And this is where I have the most difficulty with, right? Because I didn't really know how they would package it. And how the items really came. I was a bit confused in selecting which shipping option I wanted to pick. So I didn't want to do, like snail mail, the slowest one, right? Because I had, perishable items in there. So I did want them within a month, right? I didn't want to wait 2, 3, 4, 5 months for it. So I did, I was looking at options which would, get the items to me within 2 to 3 weeks max. So then, of course, I had some options. I had airmail, small package. Well, looking at these items, or, in my head, thinking about these items, I thought, okay, so it's not small. Then I also had the EMS option. I had the airmail regular package. I had UPS. I had DHL. I think even FedEx. Yeah, FedEx also was there. And I did have, of course, the weight of the item. So I could, insert in a calculator the weight and then see, which shipping option should be the cheapest. However, it's not only weight that, these shipping companies take into account. It's also the size of the package. And this is where I really actually needed help, but I didn't, want to email them or everything. Because, you know what? I want it to be straightforward, right? I just want to, immediately see, oh, if I choose this one, this is the cheapest one. But no, you have to do that yourself. So this is one of the things that I think, it kind of irked me, right? Because I could not choose, the cheapest option because I had to guess how big the package was. So based on the weight, airmail was the cheapest option for me. So I thought, you know what? I'll choose airmail. And not, for example, FedEx, because depending, of course, on the size of the package, FedEx would be more expensive than airmail. Airmail would take me 1 to 2 weeks to get here, which I was fine with. If I would have opted for FedEx, it would have been here within a week, which of course I would prefer, but I don't want to pay more. So I thought, 1 to 2 weeks, I'm fine with that, right? If I pay less. Now, here comes the kicker, right? So I paid, of course, for it. So I said, airmail and combine my package. Well, then you don't pay immediately, right? So it takes a couple of days for them to prepare the shipping label and pack everything. So I paid. So I put in there, package everything on the 22nd of September. And on the 26th of September, I got a invoice for shipping and also for paying taxes. So the shipping fee was 6,000 yen. And the taxes that I had to pay is, of course, 21% of the purchased items, which came to 3,408 yen, making it together just over 9,000 yen, which equated, when it was charged to my credit card, to 56 euros and 41 cents. Now then, they once I paid it, they shipped it the next day. So on the 27th, it was shipped. And actually on the 3rd of October, it arrived. I'm filming this, by the way, on the 6th of October. So it has been in the box only for 3 days. Then when I re-entered, because now I knew what the partial size was, when I re-entered everything in the calculator with, the actual package size, I saw that FedEx would have been cheaper. So I'll be honest, right? The shipping was very fast. It was here within a week. It was not 1 to 2 weeks. So airmail, it was very fast. It was very nicely delivered. So I'm not complaining about that, right? I'm not complaining about the shipping time. But I saw that FedEx would have been the cheaper option for me to pick if I had known what type of box they would use to ship my items. Which, I know it was only a couple of euros, right? So the difference was around 6 euros, which in yen, I guess, I don't know, it was a thousand yen or something like that. But still, it's 6 euros, okay? I don't get this much stuff by wasting money, okay? I get this much stuff because I, very well organize how I'm ordering it, when I'm ordering it. So that was a bit that I was like, yeah, you know what? You should have told me what the packet size might be so that I could, better assess. So now that you know this whole shipment, so which are 2 boxes of waivers, 20 waivers, and 10 capsule toys, cost me a total of 141 euros and 83 cents. That includes shipping, taxes, and I got, of course, the items within actually 2 weeks after I decided to purchase them, or 2.5 weeks, which I guess that's not bad, right? Because considering when I order stuff on Amazon Japan, it also takes a week and a half once I have, items which are in stock, once I have all the items in my house. So yeah, is this gonna be an alternative for me when it comes to buying items? Yes and no. So next year, I'm actually going to Japan. So a lot of the items which I want to buy, I'm actually going to buy there once I'm there. So I'm going to, like stock up on stuff, especially on the waiver thingies. I'm going to buy lots and lots of boxes because I can, like import a lot when I travel there. But when it comes to certain, like capsule toys, which are only limited available and which are not for sale on Amazon Japan, I might use them, because they also have this warehouse option where you can leave the items for 45 days and not pay any fee, which I really like. And also this Zenmarket company, Toy Santa, they do sell a lot of capsule toys, which I really like. So yeah, I am debating using them more. Not as much, of course, as Amazon Japan, because that's still, considering everything, it's still the faster, cheaper option, especially when it comes to pre-orders, right? Pre-orders, I don't have to pay them upfront. I can pay them once they are shipped. Of course, with Zenmarket, I can also do pre-orders, but I have to pay them upfront. Same as with, of course, Mecca Japan and Japan You Want. For my electronic toys, I have to pay them upfront, which, So would I recommend them? It depends. Right? It really depends. If you are like me and you want to get some stuff which, is a bit tricky to get to your country, especially because when it relates to food items or bath items, they might be the good option for you. However, do keep in mind, you do need to pay 300 yen for each individual item that you buy. So if you buy, of course, these bulk boxes, that's okay, right? I mean, 300 yen on this bulk box, I don't mind. But if you buy the smaller items, which I'm still looking for an alternative, how can I buy, like I like these things, right? I like these blind bag acrylics from famous series. Yeah, so it's way too expensive on Amazon Japan. But also on Zenmarket, I have to pay for each little bag, which is like 400 yen. I have to pay 300 yen Zenmarket fee. And then I have to pay internal shipping. And then I have to pay ship. So yeah, not worth it. If you buy bigger, more expensive items, then yes, of course, the 300 yen, way worth it. But if you buy, like multiple smaller items, don't use them. Okay, that's just too expensive, unless it's on their Zenmarket Plus. But there, do keep in mind the shops that are on Zenmarket Plus. They do sometimes charge. They do charge internal Japanese shipping fee. So when you order from multiple stores, it can rank up some internal shipping fees. I bought everything from one seller on Zenmarket, on the Zenmarket Plus site. So yeah, I only had to pay internal shipping once for the bulk of items. All in all, it was actually a very good experience. They're not a scammy company. They are not. I guess they are cheap when it comes to things which you cannot order on Amazon Japan. But yeah, they still, I'm still on the fence, you know, especially when it comes to pre-order items. Because like I said, you have to pay it up front. I'm still, you know, on the fence with that one. But items which have just been released, right, and are like these things, like these boxes, yeah, they're okay to use. You know, go wild, go do your thing. Especially because if you order these stuff from Amazon Japan, you don't pay internal shipping. So like I said, the 300 yen, you know, like service fee, it's okay. You know, you don't pay internal shipping. That was it for this video. Let me know, have you also ordered at Zenmarket? Was your experience the same as me? Or did you have a very good experience, or did you have a very bad experience? Because I want to know, right? I only did one order, with, of course, you know, like questionable items, and that went all very well. So yeah, but I do want to know other people's experience, especially people, you know, who live in Europe, because this film is more for people who live in Europe, right? Because I do know in the US and in Canada, paying import taxes and shipping works differently than here in Europe. But yeah, I'm very interested to find out from other people who also live in Europe. Also, of course, people who live in, you know, like other countries, right? US, wherever. How your experience is. And also with other companies. Are there other companies that I might need to look at? By the way, I'll just tell you upfront, I will only look at companies where I can pay my import taxes upfront. Just so you know. Okay, I'm not interested in companies where I cannot do that, because I am not gonna sponsor the shipping companies more than I already am. But yeah, that was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I say, miss you, love you, bye-bye.